There was lots of unknowns coming into this event, but I guess there was a general consensus that the Kiwi team was perhaps a step ahead. To beat the locals today on the first day of racing in the AC75, how big a boost was that for the team?
No, it's a huge boost for all of us. It's a boost for our families, a boost for the guys in the shed. The design squad has a lot to look at, and we know that we have so much to learn still. You could see on the water, the level of excitement that they have here in Auckland for the sport and for what we're doing this regatta. And it's such a shame that we couldn't have those regattas in Europe this summer because of it. But man, you look around the racetrack, you look on the shoreline. Everybody's so fired up about this on the first day of sailing, and to come away picking on the locals like we did, we're happy to do that. We're happy to keep the pressure on them, and we know we got a lot of work to be done. So there's plenty of pressure on our shed too.
Well, a bit of a mixed day for Team Luna Rossa. So just give us a feeling, really, of what you've taken away from the day and how the team's feeling.
I think it's been a little bit of an up and down, and obviously with Team New Zealand we didn't have our best race, but we are learning a lot, and the important is to get the boat as fast as possible day by day, and for sure tomorrow we're going to be faster than today. Then obviously a great start against the English, and as I said, a little bit 50-50 kind of day.
What will your takeaways be from today? When you all sit down together, what will be the big learnings?
Well, I think we have to really see every single mistake we did against Team New Zealand. We did a few. Our maneuvers were not the best. Our tactics was probably not the best. So we really have to check them all and try not to repeat the same mistake twice. I think if you achieve that, you are in good shape.
I was out on the water. I was privileged enough to be out there. It was quite a spectacle. Steering an AC75 on that race course here in Auckland. Just give us a feeling of what that's like.
I was very happy, very excited the first day. And obviously, I mean, the second start made my day today against Ben. We did a very good move there. And to close the deal in such a short time is very makes me very happy. But I know that obviously Ben today had a lot of issues with his boat, so I know that was not at his best and was pretty far from his best. So I know he's gonna come back, and hopefully we know, and not any team. We don't want any team to have problems that Ben had today.
Well, Ben, a lot of British fans would have set the alarm clock this morning to watch the very first day of this cycle of the America's Cup. What do you want to say to them?
Oh, they probably wouldn't have been that pleased with what they saw. Getting up early, setting the alarm clock, and unfortunately we were way off the pace in terms of being able to control the boat. We had some major issues with the engineering and the software behind the foil can system, and so we were obviously late for starts, and we couldn't manoeuvre the boat. So yeah, it was a really tough day for the team. We were hoping in the stronger winds, to have better performance, and we've shown in the lighter airs. I think there were signs of that, but at the same time, without really controlling the boat that well, we weren't at the races. So frustrating day.
These boats are the most technical ever in the history of the America's Cup. I mean, there's going to be issues, particularly at these early stages.
Yeah, that's right. And I think the point I was trying to make earlier is it's really important that all the teams work well together on supplied equipment like this. We saw it with the foil can arms initially in the construction of those. They were failing too early in terms of the design load. And we managed to come together as a group of teams and work through that one. Unfortunately, with the software that goes into this, it's pretty specific to the teams. And I think we need to do a better job of sharing that, really, if we're going to get to the bottom of this, and have some resolution for a team that loses a race, might lose a series through no fault of their own.
I can sense you're pretty fired up about this. I mean, it's a massive issue. What's the next step?
Well, the teams have got to keep working together. I mean, yeah, it's a frustrating thing, but look, it's not the only problem we've got. I'd hate people to think that we're trying to use that to say, oh, well, if we can sort that out, then we'll be winning all the races. We've got a lot of other things we've got to sort out. But I think, you know, for the good of the event, it may well be another team the next round or in the Cup, and that would be terrible, I think, if the America's Cup was decided through the foil cant system. That would be crazy.
Well, Pete, first of all, I mean, it was an incredible day, wasn't it, on the water? We waited a long time to have that kind of racing here in Auckland. You know, what was that like on home waters with a home crowd? Just describe how that felt to the team.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty special day. You know, it's been something that to actually have that all come together has been a whole heap of hard work and planning for so many people. You know, not just within our team, but in the wider group. And we've talked a lot about how cool this inner course would be. You know, it's amazing to see how many Kiwis got out there to watch it, and just seemed like the whole course was surrounded by boats. And it's pretty incredible to think that's only the first day of it, and we're just blown away by the support we're getting from New Zealand at the moment.
There was a sense after your first race, perhaps, that you were unstoppable. In the last race, obviously, the American team beat you. What effect has that had in the team? And what did you think of that? Is that a bit of a wake-up call?
No, I don't think there's any complacency, here or waking up to be done. Definitely for us as a team, we're very much, focused on the America's Cup and, being ready to perform come the 6th of March. And, it's something for us. We obviously, had a few issues in that last race, but for the team to get the boat ready to, actually be able to, have an opportunity to win. And, it's something that we definitely didn't sail the best race either, but to, be able to get that opportunity at that last top mark. And, it's all about learning, really. And, we definitely didn't make the, I suppose, best use of the penalty we got, which was, a bit of a shame to let them take it off us. But, it was an amazing effort for everyone to get that close.
And just lastly, for you personally, steering that boat, the fastest boat on the planet, here, just off Auckland in front of everyone, what kind of moment was day one?
Yeah, I think it's just, a sign of what's ahead in this summer. All these boats are incredibly fast. It seems like everyone you talk to is starting to get more and more excited about the Cup, and I just was blown away by how many boats were out there today. It's a Thursday, and to actually have that in a course working with a nice sou'wester and fully surrounded by boats is pretty incredible, and we're just excited about what the rest of the summer brings.